I slept last night. I'm in Canyon Village in Yellowstone. Obviously, I survived my grizzly encounter. I'll go a little bit more in depth. So I was at mile marker 3 on the trail. I was just chilling. I was taking some pictures. I was considering packing or hiking another quarter mile just to make my GPS read like 3.25, and there would be an extra half mile. And right as I was thinking I was doing that, I was packing up my tripod and zipping up my backpack when there were lots of little rolling hills, and there was one kind of right next to me, and right as I zipped up my bag, a massive grizzly bear came around from out behind the hill. So he was really close, but there was no way of knowing that he was there, and I'm sure he could smell me, but I don't think he knew I was there until he came around. He looked at me, and I just sort of stared at him for a minute. At first I wasn't sure if he saw me, but then he started walking towards me. I had my bear spray out. He was still far enough away to where I didn't use it. You're supposed to make noise, so it's just saying, hey bear, and backing away. You're not supposed to run from a bear. You make noise, you back away. And he was just kind of walking towards me. All of the other grizzlies that I've seen in the park have been moms with cubs, and they've kind of just been chill. They've been eating, hanging out by the road, sleeping. This bear was much different. He was far larger than a lot of the others that I've seen, and he was walking very quickly with intent. He was on a mission. I don't know if it was my scent that he had or if he was looking for something else, but I backed away and he was following me, got kind of down over the ridge to where he couldn't see me, and as soon as he couldn't see me, I turned and I just started sprinting. And I'd already hiked 3 miles at this point, and so I'm dog tired, but I had such a fucking adrenaline rush, and I just started sprinting. I just kept looking over my shoulder. That's when I recorded that video, and I was scared for my life. And there was a patch on the trail where snow was melting and it was muddy, and I just sprinted right into it, and I slipped and I fell and I ate shit. I got super muddy. My bag got muddy. My phone got muddy. I had to spend like 30 minutes cleaning mud off of my phone once I got back to my car. And I'm looking over my shoulder and I can see him kind of trailing me along the ridge line. He wasn't super close at that point, but he was definitely following me. And after about 1.5 miles, that was when I couldn't see him anymore. So he followed me for about 1.5 miles. And after that, I was still jogging to my car until I got to the steep descent of the mountain. And then I walked the rest of the way, the last probably 3/4 of a mile. But definitely scary. That's why you don't hike alone in the backcountry. I was thinking, what are the odds? Like, I know there's bears in the area, but like, what are the odds in this massive place that I'm gonna walk right into one? And I did. So not sure we're gonna do any more solo backcountry hiking right now. We'll see if I can find like a group. I did another hike the day before, and I ran into an older couple at the trailhead and just did it with them. So if we can find a hike where there's other people about to go, then maybe. But it was really scary, because all I started thinking about was, what if this bear does attack me? I'm 3 miles out here. I'm by myself. I have no phone service. Like, I told people where I was, but there would be no help. Like, if I got seriously injured, it would be up to me. So I'm alive. I made it back to my car. We're camping. I may stay one more night. I don't know. Debating sleeping one more night in the park. We'll see. I've been saying we'll see a lot, but it's because I really have no plan. I'm going to go to Grand Teton after this. I don't know if we'll do that today. It depends a little bit on the weather. I might try to find out what the weather is. If it's going to be rainy, then maybe we'll move on. I've seen everything. I've seen all that I came to see, so. Oh, I had a much better sleep last night, too, because I bought a blanket. Made a world of difference.
In the evening, I did part of the Slough Creek Trail, which in total is about an 18-mile trail. I did just over 4.5 miles of this trail. The first part I did with 2 employees that worked in the park. They were very nice, but they did not want to go as far as me, so I continued on. And the weather started to turn pretty bad, and I started to have a really bad gut feeling about being out there.
Pray for me. About to get fucking soaked. I'm another 2.5 miles down this trail. There were other people, but I doubt there are other people now because it's been drizzling. I don't think anybody's coming from that direction. And something in my gut's telling me to turn the fuck around. So we're turning the fuck around. It's getting into evening when the bears are active and we don't want a repeat of yesterday. I am about to get dumped on.
I did get rained on pretty badly. Everything got pretty wet, but the view on this trail was just absolutely beautiful. This was a trail that I had wanted to do, and after this trail, we went back to our campsite, made a fire, ate some dinner, had the tent all set up already. We were in the same campsite, and we went to sleep. And the next morning, it was very, very cold. I was making some pancakes. We were just contemplating life, I guess. We were headed out of the park this morning to Grand Teton, so we had to pack everything up in the campsite after we ate breakfast, and we were going to stop to see a few things along the way to the south entrance, like Lewis Lake.
The lake's still frozen over. This is our last morning in Yellowstone National Park. It's cold. It's about 37 degrees out. A little chilly last night. Didn't sleep as well. It was also raining. But we're here at Yellowstone Lake. We're on our way to Grand Teton National Park, so we're headed towards the south entrance of Yellowstone. And we'll stop at the Grand Thumb, or West Thumb, not Grand Thumb, West Thumb Geyser Basin on our way out, I think. Maybe we'll see some more bears. We've had 21 bear sightings while we've been here and 22 wolf sightings. Now, some of those bears and wolves may have been repeats, but individually, different sightings or individuals in a single sighting. It's been such a wonderful wildlife viewing experience. I've seen wolves for the first time in the wild. I've seen grizzly bear way too close. I never want to see one that close ever again in the backcountry. That was very exciting. A little too exciting. That was as much adventure and danger as I think I'd like on this trip, but you know, we're out here, we're putting ourselves outside of our box, not letting being by myself stop me from doing the things that I love, trying to do it as safely as possible. I think it's a little ironic that I did a little bear safety video and then 2 minutes later, big old male grizzly comes strolling at me. The water looks really pretty here. I'd love to swim. I know it's freezing cold, so we're not going to do that. But maybe in Grand Teton, we'll jump in Jenny Lake potentially. But that's it for Yellowstone National Park. If I see anything cool, I'll let y'all know on my way out of the park, and we will see you in the next video in Grand Teton.